Namaste. Welcome and welcome back. What's going on, beautiful Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Venus, Ascendant, or North Node. I'm so grateful you guys are here. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. What's going on? So I would like to mention that I have posted in our community describing messages. I also posted on Instagram and on TikTok. If you guys are interested in taking a screenshot or just reading through it, yeah, so just kind of putting that out there. And so, how do we start? I'm feeling very, very, very very connected with this pink quartz for you guys. Sorry. And the black tourmaline. Okay. So I'm feeling the masculine, the feminine, right? We're healing the heart chakra, you guys. We're healing the heart chakra. Let's see. We have heart chakra healing here on our messages. Some of the signs I received was a red cardinal, and I got a message that says a past loved one. We have a white and black horse with a message of integration. I'm seeing the card of the chariot. Okay, so this is about moving forward, taking action from a place where we have come to get to know ourselves so deeply. Yeah, and so I'm kind of seeing this symbol of infinite, and I'm feeling like there's two collectives here. And so let's just take what resonates, all right? Remember that this is collective. So I feel like for some of you, like you are about to close a cycle, and for some other of you, it's like you guys are awakening. It's like you're going through this stage where you are like, I'm seeing a tower moment and divine intervention, like you are just starting to wake up. Okay, and like I said, the other collective, you guys have been going through it. I'm gonna say to to like a year and a half years. All right, awesome. We have time for expansion with the 555, and this is all about change, right? Change is all that is. Change, sorry, is inevitable. We have forgiveness, we have a broken heart, and then I receive healing tears. And I feel that with forgiveness, I break up. You're being asked to soften into feeling and not to cope with the pain anymore. I'm seeing a person just really cracked open and surrendering, like on the floor, and just like allowing themselves for maybe, for some, maybe a long time, right? Some people who are like surrendering and deciding to, all right, I'm going to feel this, and I'm going to make a commitment, and I'm going to run away from my emotions, from the pain, the heartache, right? I'm going to feel it. For some of you, I feel that you have already come into some kind of mastery when it comes to alchemizing. You know what to do. That's what I'm hearing, all right? I'm just a messenger. Then we have closure and preparation for the next stage of your life. I feel like I'm seeing like connected to, seeing this connected to the chariot, all right? Yeah, because every time we move through a lesson, we integrate, we do the process of alchemy. It's like we're closing cycles, we are learning lessons, we're taking the wisdom, and now we move into, the next stage or the next lesson. Because let's just be honest, life is initiation, right? There are cycles to life where everything is passive. You're chilling out, and then I don't know where, here comes the tower, and we start to receive divine intervention, and it gets busier. We have the angel number 202 and 222. All right. So what I'm feeling here is about harmony and balance. Also, bringing into balance the masculine, the feminine, softening into the divine feminine. Then I have a questions here because the goddess Juno showed up for you guys, and Juno is the Greek goddess, which is the goddess of love and marriage, also health, and it's very symbolic to relationships. And so I have, what kind of relationship would you like to experience? What kind of relationships? All right, question mark. I feel that Juno is here to help you get answers of why you have been opening the doors to certain kind of relationships. All right, I feel that you are here to learn about relationships, and let's just be honest, most of us are, because life is all about relationships. Our relationship with our own self, with our children, with our mother, father, family, life. But in this case, there is this energy that is specific for you, Sagittarius, that wants to help you get the answers of why have you been attracting this kind of relationships. And I'm also hearing friendships and partnerships, right? Juno speaks on partnerships too. And so there's something here related to the wounded feminine, okay? The mother wounds for sure. I have worked towards your dreams, slow and steady. Seek knowledge. You are a student for life and also a teacher, of course. But you are like that person that is always seeking for knowledge. And so I love that about you guys. I have a message that there will be a situation or situations in your life where you will have to take a leap of faith. Trust that everything is for your highest good. All right. Now I have the tower with like 333, and I felt that one so strong. I can't even feel it here. And like I heard divine intervention, secret enemies, and I'm hearing the 12th house here. And so there's some kind of Piscean energy here. Sometimes we can think of people around us, right, that they are not in our lives to help us, to support us, and they become more like a distraction. Of course, they are playing a part in our game of life, right? But the hidden enemy sometimes is about things that we are carrying, that we have in our unconscious, right? That are clouding us from seeing truth and from being truthful to ourselves. And so there's some hidden and some secret enemies there. It could be, related. I feel that is related to the mother wounds, the wounded feminine, right? The wounded feminine is that controlling mother, is that overprotective mother. It wants to control the house, the world. It can be sometimes a little bit of narcissism there. It seeks for attention. It copes with addictions. Is that I felt that in my throat chakra. Is that forever child? That aspect of the maybe the feminine that needed it to grow really fast, and so it did not get to have fun and play around, and so it grew up bitter and angry and resentful and felt neglected and unseen and unheard, and is now seeking for attention, and so it creates drama. It's all about then. Is defensive, right? Is jealous. It feels abandoned, and so likes to, it's like is playing games, and so this is the mother wounds, right? And so it's very important to honor that. Then we have here a message that I divorce and there are child or children involved. I feel like that's related to this, of course, that the hidden enemies, the secret enemies, right? The wounded feminine. We have waning quarter moon, a time to surrender, a time to rest, a time to let go. This is not the time to be going crazy, making impulsive decisions. This is the time where you have to surrender to, maybe your life being very disrupted, or yeah, things not being how you wanted, not playing out how you wanted. I feel like with this eclipse season and the moon, we are we're about to clean house, and so things with Mercury retrograde, once again, things are going to show up for us. And for me, this is about, it's really screaming the feminine, right? The feminine, yes. And with Juno, once more, this is like wounds related to relationship, partnerships, betrayals, gossip, drama, all of these kind of things, being around these kind of people. And why are we choosing to stay there? Why are we participating? So it is about finding, right, where there is imbalances, and asking ourselves, if we want to have harmony, if we want to be respected, if we want, then we have to give that to ourselves first. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. So now we're gonna go to using our the art of manifestation oracle cards that I really like. It's been quite some time since I do not use it, and so calling on the divine source creator, divine mother, father, the energy, the wisdom of the divine feminine, the divine masculine. In this space, we honor truth. In this space, there's no victims. There's only higher divine beings that are seeking for guidance and love, calling on our ancestors, Mother Gaia, our higher ascended past loved ones, and those who walk with us. Please give us messages for beautiful Sagittarius, the ninth house. Sagittarius is all about I explore. A quest for self-knowledge. How much can you get to know yourself? We have the number 7 with collaborate. So with collaborate, right, sometimes we want to become self-sufficient, and yeah, we want to have a healthy sense of independence, but that is very different than wanting to do everything ourselves, right? Because maybe we are acting from those places where we mistrust, right? The wounded feminine. We cannot trust ourselves, so we cannot trust others. We procrastinate in relationships and people who want to help us. We want to push them away. This is just about, us and our judgment, seeking for what is wrong in others, and not taking into consideration their positive aspects, what they have to offer. And so, how are you finding yourself in a situation, or in situations most of the time, where you are complaining that you're exhausted, you're overworked, things are not working, all of this is just going south, and how you just do and give, you're dry, you're tired, and then you just look at others not doing anything. But how are you just creating that? Because you are from your unconscious, and the wounded masculine feminine wanting to control everything, because in reality you struggled with control and mistrust, and you might have the tendency to just seek on what is wrong about others and completely dismiss, right, what they have to offer. And I feel like I already said that. Yes, I did. And so, how can you I want to say detached, but how can you honor your emotions and look at your life and the situations and the people without all of that first, right? So that you can become the observer and go into a place of full honesty where you can take accountability for the parts you have been playing, in the situations. And so I feel that you're being called into your heart, Sagittarius. You're being called into your heart to stop any victimization, any martyrdom, any, they don't value and I have all this to offer. But then you attract people who want to collaborate, help you be there, or people are trying and you are just seeing it as an attack or people dishonoring you. We have yes. How are you? Okay. First of all, I'm going to say honor your emotions. Cry the cries. Let your anger say things because the part of us who experience anger like to say lots of things. Get it all out. Then write things out. All right. How have I participated in this creation? What are, my wounds? Do I lack trust? Do I feel safe within my body? Do I feel safe with others? Do I feel comfortable asking for help? Do I find myself wanting to control people, the world, everyone? Do I find myself in situations where I am the one doing everything in struggle, in scarcity, and going because you are not also? I'm hearing like giving responsibilities to others. And so how are you playing out? How are you collaborating maybe on not, giving responsibility to others and by like allow them to give back, right? So one of our incapacities to manifest a healthy life a lot of times is we want to carry everything when we are in that wounded energy, right? So we are not seeing that there's an opportunity there to heal and mend relationships and to move forward where everybody grows together and evolve. But when we're still holding on to victimization and strong emotions and anger, feeling abandoned, neglected, and unseeing, and so when we're still holding on to all of that, we cannot really see that there are possibilities to move forward where everyone involved gets to heal, mature, evolve, and forgive. Take what resonates. That's beautiful. Ooh, 440 right now, honey. Self-care, right? We have self-care. So you're being asked to rest, recuperate. We already have that. We have nurture. So it's time to slow down. It's time to sit with your emotions. It's time to see how can you make your life better, but not by pushing away and like closing doors to people, but it's time to open that heart and see the bigger picture of the situation or situations. We have miracles, we have authenticity, we have be yourself, you are important. And empower yourself. And so I feel that, you are being asked to take some time so that you can really tap into your, into empowering yourself to find solutions to these situations, but from a place of love and not from a place of past hurt and resentment and fighting and judging and doing all of that without taking into consideration how everybody else feels, their opinions. There's always two sides of the stories. And when we have been wounded and we are clouded by our own ego and our own past hurt, a lot of times we live in victimization. And then when we pull the mask, when we remove the pain, then you're like, oh, wow. Now it's time to see things for what they were. You start to take accountability for your life and for your actions and how you created situations and how things are how they are, because yes, you play a big part. And so that's how we grow. And with believe in yourself, know that you're important. Just know you're lovable. But it's time to heal that inner child. It's time to attend to yourself. With this butterfly here, this is about transformation. Um, there's lessons here about you attending to your healing, prioritizing your well-being, prioritizing rest, um, and really, really sitting down and thinking about what is to have a healthy sense of independence. How are your relationships or your past relationships mirroring to you the aspects of you that you have not yet healed and integrate, right? What is your relationship with the aspect of you that feels victimized? Do you still holding on to anger, to resentment? It's time to really go into the depths of your waters and just trust that as you're going to nurture and self-care, the miracles are going to happen. And it is important to reflect on, once again, this is so strong, take into consideration everyone. Because sometimes when we are acting from ego and self-centeredness and pain and hurt and our suffering, we completely dismiss how we're affecting our children, our families, people around us. And so this is about relationships. And what's your relationship with forgiveness, right? Awesome. So I'm just going to leave it there. We're going to use tarot now. Yeah, I'm hearing it's time for forgiveness. It's time for forgiveness. Okay, honey? Right? How are, those stuck emotions, that stuck energy within your body, creating disturbance with sleep, with rest, with feeling safe? I'm hearing addictions. What are you coping with? What are your patterns? This is about you thinking things all the way through it, all right? Thinking things all the way through it. Bigger picture thinking, introspection, taking accountability. How have you impact those around you, right? Because we do that. With the emperor here, right? So we have this aspect of the wounded masculine. Sometimes it's rigid, it's authoritarian, right? It wants to control, it's chasing after, it's in a struggle, it's in the wounded masculine, right? It has all these money blockages because it believes it needs to work so hard to make it happen. So it's time to work with the emperor to heal that wounded masculine into a healed masculine, right? But first we have to find self-worth. We have to find our self-worth, right? And now, how are you in your masculine energy, in your wounded masculine? That's when we want to control people. The wounded masculine forces her beliefs into others. It's controlling. It does not listen to other people's perspectives. It's very my way, and it manipulates and goes around in order to manipulate outcomes and people and situations, okay? With the magician here, you're being asked to remember that, we have the Wheel of Fortune, but it's in reverse. Only you have the power to change your life, where you're going and what you want to experience. If you want the Wheel of Fortune to move, right, we have to find where are these energies, right? This person is worried, is in pain, is suffering. Each sword represents pain and anguish, right? There's deception, there's victimization, there's self-pity, there is unresolved situation from the childhood. This person does not feel safe. It feels unsettled, is scared, sometimes can feel left out in the cold. I have all these things, all these responsibilities, and I'm trying to do everything myself, and like nobody is here. But at the same time, with the emperor here, there's a part of us, which is the feminine, desperately calling us to surrender, to soften, to go into our heart, to find forgiveness, to let go, to heal and mend relationships, not for ourselves, not just for ourselves, but for everyone involved, right? This is about love. This is about the true meaning of love, right? Where we take into consideration our children, how they feel, or our child and our families, not to get lost in making decisions because of them, but asking ourselves, how are my behaviors, how are my decisions creating more of this energy also in others? Because we have to learn that our choices and our decisions affect our families, our children, the world around us. We're not separated. And so with this masculine, right, there's the aspect of the feminine that's saying, please, let's just heal, let's just rest, let's work on forgiveness, on healing, on softening. Let's just focus on our healing. That's what I'm hearing. And then let's heal this masculine, because the masculine is freaking exhausted, it's tired, it's overworked, and so it gets angry, it gets cranky. It just, all it knows is a struggle, right? Okay, so we have the hangman, but it's in reverse. So this is about martyrdom, right? This is all I know. This is the life I know. And so now, how do I change it? What are the beliefs? What are the stories I tell myself about myself and other people, where I find myself just creating the same life, the same cycle, the same relationship, the same partnership, the same. And so with the death card here in reverse, it's time to give closure. We have to close the cycle. And so for the two collective here, this everything that I'm saying is bigger picture thinking here. So expansion, right? Some of you have already closed that and you're moving through transitioning and is still integrating the wisdom. And I'm just here kind of to confirm to you. I'm here to just in a way be that mirror of everything you already know. And for some others of you, you're moving and you're starting just to, oh, I see, right? I see. With the Fool, I feel like I said, some of you are about to manifest, right? A new beginning. And for some others of you, you are on your way there. And slow and steady wins the race. It's time to let go of any attachments. Attachments. What are you attached to, right? And yeah, for some of you, I do see that you might be traveling. I feel you might travel or meet with someone in order to get some answers about worries. So there might be meetings. For some other of you, I feel that, some of the relationships that you have been working on healing are healing. And things are about to, like you're about to start a new cycle with this person or these people. What else I feel here? Expect new ideas and solutions to your problems as you commit to yourself, right? To continue on your journey of healing. It's important to find where there are any ancestral programmings and conditionings related to religion and us finding ourselves judging others, right? Because we are being what? Rigid. Just seeking. It's like we are here criticizing other people and we are just seeing what is wrong about them, but in reality our ego is blinding us by having us criticize them instead of just seeing that everybody is walking their own path, and even though they might be doing messed up things, it's none of your business. And how can you respect them and understand them with compassion, because you are also walking through your own journey and you have been there too. And so this is about seeing others with the eyes of love, with the same eyes that our Creator look at us. Our Creator is not criticizing and saying, I'm right? Is that's ego. Ego wants to create separation. Love wants to reunite and be respectful. So this is not about agreeing with people behaviors and actions, but this is about understanding the bigger picture of why people do the things they do and finding that healing energy, right? This is about expansion, because in reality you are getting to know yourself through these people, because they are you and you are them. So they are literally you playing now on a different timeline, so that you can forgive yourself and see what is happening. So it is all about wisdom. It's all about you. And so how much can you love yourself by loving others? This is the truth. This is the real thing here. Can you look at other people and have respect for the path they're walking and say, I see some things. And yes, clearly I don't want it for my life, but I have to respect that it's their journey and not mine. And they are me, and I've been there. Maybe in a past life you have been there. Maybe 3 years ago you had been there. Maybe 2 months ago you have been there, or you're going to. And so this is about expansion of our consciousness. Remember, you are in this quest for inner knowledge. You are here to get yourself through relationships. They are you and you are them. And so it's time to open our hearts and rest, recuperate, forgiveness, find the deception, find the stories, and trust that you are supported as you make a commitment. Okay? As you make a commitment to heal. I feel like I'm about to burp. And so anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. It is in my heart desires that these messages awaken something in you, or bring comfort or love, or empower you. It brings clarity. I love you so much. You are me and I am you. I honor you in your journey. Doesn't matter where you at. I know where to be there. I'm here today, and who knows tomorrow. This is what it is, right? Know that you are loved, that you are seen, that you are heard. Work with that beautiful inner child, with that beautiful inner teenager. Know that you're safe and always loved by the Divine Mother, Source Creator Father. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if this resonated. I love you guys so very much. All right. Till next time, namaste and blessing. Peace.